Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Second down and 10.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And some space here. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28.
It's a gain of 20. That's another.
And now they'll audible to something else.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10.
43, 15. Go.
Now Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. They still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, Now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Chiefs defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he, of course, a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Third down and 1. They'll try and run forward with Smith. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
First down.
Attack!
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
That one out wide and intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Attack, attack! Hey, 50,
Mahomes now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop.
Rashard Smith, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
In motion is Anderson. Now Allen. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7.
And again, it's Allen. Coleman has him here right side. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them pulled.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
Second and 2 at the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
Here's Here's Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And the lead will hold at 10.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the backs will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
At the Bills' 38-yard line.
Second and 3. Down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
At the 6-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
On play action, Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
15 more yards. That's another Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Williams to return. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Mahomes will do it himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's brought down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
To the air, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
32 yards.
And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
22.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
is going to change things up.
Yellow. Attack, attack. 15. Attack, attack.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
We'll get this complete to Worthy.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen now looks to throw.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
That is caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
56.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
15. Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Hey, 15. Hey, 43. Hey, rip left. Easy. Shot.
Now here's Mahomes.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the full playbook, no matter who's on the field.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. T.J. Sanders collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the draw, this is Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
And he's got room.
Down the right sideline.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 76 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Miller. Now he is is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Yellow. Right side.
To the left side, he's got Royals. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Royals from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like them and them, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, be mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, the sound. I'm with my eyes to chicks. If she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady aftermath.
I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight you.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take back over at that spot. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And dose of the hurry up here.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Jones now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. Brought in right side. Down to the 10. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Rocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Headed out right. Big gain downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Hey, let's go.
They go play action with Goff. He's trying to go deep again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.